Hello there, little ones. Go ahead and get all cozy, settle in, because tonight we're going to go on a magical journey together. We have a very special story to share called Sammy the Boatman and the River's Secret. So take a nice, deep, gentle breath with me. Maybe close your eyes for just a second and imagine a calm, winding river just sparkling in the sunshine. Once upon a time, right by the edge of that beautiful river in a small, peaceful village, lived a wonderful man named Sammy. Now, Sammy, he was a really skilled boatman. Every single day, he'd be out there helping the villagers cross the river in his sturdy wooden boat. And whether the water was perfectly calm and glassy or even if a little storm was blowing through, Sammy was always right there, guiding his friends safely to the other side. But you see, Sammy had a heavy heart. He carried something very, very heavy with him. And it wasn't a heavy box in his hands or a heavy anchor on his boat. No, it was an invisible weight, tucked right inside his heart. Because many years ago, Sammy actually lost his younger brother in a very sad, tragic accident right on that same river. He was carrying yesterday with him. Because of what happened, poor Sammy really blamed himself. Every time the stars came out and he closed his eyes to go to sleep, he just saw the past. He kept thinking about what went wrong and what he could have done differently. Slowly, his bright smile just faded away. His regret felt exactly like he was carrying heavy, cold stones right inside his chest, and while the whole village noticed, he didn't laugh by the warm fire at night anymore. Then came little Amina. Everything changed one bright morning when this sweet little girl, Amina, came skipping right down to Sammy's boat. Amina had these big, super curious eyes, and she instantly noticed that Sammy wasn't smiling. She looked up at him, right into his eyes, and asked, "Uncle Sammy, why do you look so sad all the time?" Sammy looked down at the sweet little girl, and he replied so softly, "I carry a heavy weight, child, a weight from yesterday." Amina tilted her head, thinking about this very carefully. Then she asked a very important question. She said, "But uncle, if you carry yesterday, how will you see today?" Oh, those beautifully innocent words. They struck Sammy so deeply. He really hadn't ever thought about it quite like that before. How could he possibly enjoy the beautiful sunshine of today if he was still holding on to the heavy, dark clouds of yesterday? He thought about the flowing river. That evening, when the sun started to set, painting the sky in soft pinks and purples, Sammy just sat all alone by the riverbank. He watched the water flow, endlessly, all the way toward the sea. And sitting there, Sammy realized something amazing. The river, it didn't hold on to anything. It never stopped to look back. It just kept gently moving forward. And that brings us to letting go. Sitting there in the quiet evening, Sammy made a very powerful choice. He realized his past was actually just like the river, but he had been trying to carry all its heavy stones inside his little boat. So he decided he would always remember yesterday, for sure, but he wouldn't carry those heavy stones anymore. Instead of feeling sad and drowning in his guilt, he would honor his brother's memory by living a really big, beautiful, and full life. He finally understood the gift of today. When the next morning arrived, Sammy took a big, deep breath. He stepped into his wooden boat, and for the first time in a very long time, he looked right up at the rising sun, and he smiled. He felt so wonderfully light. The past was safely behind him, the exciting future was ahead, and he finally understood that today was a brand new gift just waiting to be unwrapped. Here's a little question for you to think about as you drift off to sleep. What will you do with your beautiful gift of today? Remember, just like the river gently flowing forward, you can always choose to unwrap today with a great big smile. Sweet dreams, little ones.